Guys, it's Brit tonight. We're here to talk about the Dougherty Dozen. I had some updated thoughts on some recent content that Alicia has been posting regarding companies that are working with the family to sponsor them and also more safety and privacy concerns. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so quite a few things to talk about. I'm just going to put it all in this video so that there's not, 4 separate videos talking about things that can be put in one video. So either way, we all know the Dougherty Dozen subreddit. They're posting things over there all the time, and they have a couple things I want to talk about, but I also want to, most importantly, I want to talk about the video that Alicia posted a few days ago. She took her kids to Spirit Halloween, and if y'all don't live in the States or you don't have a Spirit Halloween where you are, it is basically like a big box fast fashion type Halloween supply store. So they have decor, but what most people go there for is costumes and costume supplies, things like Halloween makeup, accessories, fake blood, things like this you can buy at Spirit Halloween. And it's not a really expensive store, but they're all over the place. Like, if it's kind of funny because it seems like anytime there's a vacant store in like a strip mall, Spirit Halloween is there seasonally. And sometimes they're inside shopping malls as well, but a lot of times they're in strip malls and they do a ton of business. Obviously, people need Halloween stuff, and that is what Spirit Halloween is all about. But essentially, she took her kids to Spirit Halloween. She spent $827 on a bunch of stuff for Halloween. And there are a few things wrong with this video. First things first, and most importantly, the most important thing out of this entire video is the fact that she told everybody that they are Comic-Con shopping. Comic-Con is a convention, and it's being held in New York this year from October 6th through the 9th. That's public info. Everybody can find this very easily. And what Alicia just did by announcing it in a YouTube video for 3 weeks before the event, because this video has been up for almost a week, she's told everybody that she and her children, more importantly, are going to be at Comic-Con. And this is a huge problem. And if you disagree, I'm not sure how anyone can look at this and say this is great that she's telling everybody where they're going to be. Am I saying that a family vlogging channel can't go to an event like Comic-Con? Absolutely not, because that would just be very small-minded and ignorant. But what I am saying is that if you are going to attend something like this, you don't announce it to all of your subscribers weeks ahead of time to give these really weird people that are obsessed and infatuated with your children plenty of time to book a flight, figure out how they can drive to New York to be there. And we also know that Alicia tells everybody what hotel they're at. She just completely overshares everything. And this is not conspiracy. This is actually based off of her history of telling people where they're at, not protecting things like locations and privacy and safety for her kids. I think that it's a potential really fun time to take kids, or if you're an adult, to go to something like this, to go to a convention of something that you're interested in. I think is fantastic. But once you put yourself in a position where you are so well known on social media and you have kids that are counting on you for their safety as well, it is absolutely vital that you keep your locations secure. You don't announce where you're going to be ahead of time, and you don't post anything in real time. Now, if you're an adult and you want to do that, that is your own decision. But when there are kids involved, it's reckless, it's selfish, and it's absolutely irresponsible as a parent, as a guardian, as someone who is supposed to be watching after kids, no matter what your role is. On this video, she actually received quite a bit of backlash because of the announcement that they're going to be at Comic-Con and telling people so much in advance so that they can, know exactly where they're going to be. But she also received quite a bit of backlash. Oh, and by the way, why I'm saying that is because this video has 3.2 thousand dislikes to 5.7 thousand likes, and that's a pretty large dislike amount for the Dougherty family. And I think that it speaks to people just being kind of tired of Alicia not caring, her blatant disregard for the environment, her participating in flex culture so heavily. She did a grocery haul again the other day, and she literally bought all of these things of paper plates, paper bowls, plastic spoons, plastic forks, plastic knives. It's just on such a huge level. That's the problem. This is not something really small. It's just like amplified, and it's so consistent. This is not one haul that people are just upset about. This is months and months and months and months of her doing the same thing, receiving actual fair criticism, and just showing people that she doesn't give a damn. And if she's not going to give a damn, then people are going to continue to talk about her. People are definitely known for making inappropriate comments towards her kids. We've seen this time and time again. And at the end of this video where they went to Spirit Halloween, she has the kids try on some Halloween costumes. And her 14-year-old is there through kinship, and now it sounds like she's going to be there longer term. Tried on 2 costumes, and the second of the costumes, many people had the opinion that it was a little risque for a child that's 14, and especially one who's being plastered all over social media, to have images of her in a revealing outfit published by the people that are supposed to be caring for her is a really big deal. And obviously, try on whatever costumes you want, but I do think that it says a lot as far as the leniency that Alicia is giving these kids once they reach a certain age. And I know people get upset when I do this, but I don't really care, because all I have is to share my own experience. I cannot share the experience of someone else in my life, someone else that I knew, someone else's kids, because their experience was not my experience. But I will tell you guys, when I was 14, if I ever even remotely attempted to have a revealing Halloween costume, there's just no way that it would have even happened. First of all, the rules in my house were just well known that you don't wear revealing stuff when you're that age. But even if I had the audacity and the bravery to ask for it, I would have been told no. Because when you're a 14-year-old child, there's just a time and a place when you can start to wear something that is a little more revealing. And at the age of 14, ain't it? And I think that a lot of people can agree on that stance. Wait till you're 17, wait till you're 18. And of course, there are comments saying, so-and-so looks great. So-and-so looks hot. It's gross. Directed at a child. Any inappropriate comment that is directed at a child, I don't care if you're a parent, if you are not a parent, if you are saying something that is creepy and awkward and you're directing it at a child, I think it's disgusting. There are a lot of people that are just stating, the fact that it's inappropriate for a child that age to be dressing this way, whether or not it's for Halloween. It doesn't matter. Lots of people sounding off with the same comment. So I think that there were a few things that happened in this video that made her receive the backlash that she did, as you can tell by the amount of downvotes that the video received. And I think that everybody is starting to see some of the problems that other people have been talking about for months with Alicia. I think I started talking about her in April, and I could see some red flags. Did I know everything about them and did I have everything in order? No, I didn't. But I continue to watch her content, and those issues, instead of being reflected on and, you know, maybe some safety precautions be put in place for her damn kids, she calls people hater and trolls and just continues to put them in harm's way. And now fast forward 6 months later, and she's announcing that she's going to Comic-Con 3 weeks ahead of time, and she is putting out a 14-year-old young girl in a revealing Halloween costume on their YouTube channel that has over 900,000 subscribers. So I don't want to be on my soapbox for a really long time with that, but in between the Comic-Con thing and the costume thing, most importantly, the Comic-Con announcement is absolutely, it literally blows my mind. I don't understand how a parent could actually do this and think that it's okay. I really hate to say this, and I don't want to come off as if I'm being facetious, but something bad is going to happen one day. And whether that is just a subscriber or a fan that says something inappropriate in person, or if it's something more serious, something is going to happen. And this entire time, Alicia has not given a damn about her kids' safety. And that's my opinion based on everything that I've seen, period. So on this video that she posted that I was talking about, where she bought all the damn paper plates, she bought 400 paper plates. I know that 12 kids is a lot, but how many fucking plates are you going through, people? And then the bowls, and then the forks, and it's just, I don't get it, guys. I really don't. This comment is interesting. Someone said, for those asking about seeing the children eating meals or doing chores, the children are allowed to not be in videos. What a joke. Alicia has mentioned it a lot. They choose to participate in them or skip. That's a BS lie. I'll link another video down below that disproves that. I don't want to see kids eating on camera or doing housework. I don't even watch adults eating or doing housework. It's too much like real life, and I want to escape that. But you'll watch her put a bunch of chicken fingers in the oven. You'll watch her put ketchup sandwiches together, but you won't watch people eat. And someone responded and said, this is hilarious, as if Alicia gives AF about the privacy and wishes of the kids in her house. Open another White Claw, Lucia, and make sure all 6 of your FASD kids are around when you do it. And obviously this is the same issue that we've been talking about for a very long time. Having alcohol is not a problem. You know, I'm not ever going to shame someone for wanting to have a drink when they come home or whatever. But the problem is when you so heavily tell people all of the time how bad fetal alcohol syndrome has affected your children, and you are drinking every single day in their presence, that is a problem. There's a lot of curiosity around this TikTok that Alicia posted, this stupid challenge, where there's flats of boxes in their driveway. People have no clue what it is. I'm not sure if this is going to be a merch drop. I don't know if it's White Claws. I don't know if it's paper plates. I guess time will tell, but these, I mean, it's tons of boxes and nobody knows what's in the box. People are very interested as to what's going on. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. And I guess Alicia is going to be a ringleader for Halloween. It seems like that suits her. Now, let's talk about some companies that decide to support the Dougherty Dozen. I've been talking about for a year and a half, companies that work with family vloggers, companies that work with kidfluencers, and how if you are a company, then you decide that you want to work with a family vlogger or a kidfluencer, that is you co-signing the, you know, blatant disrespect of privacy that Alicia has showed. You know, companies that are working with kids like Piper Raquel, Liliana Ketchman. This is a really big problem. And as a company, you're co-signing it if you decide to work with this individual. And that's my opinion. And I think a lot of people agree on that. 3 companies recently that Alicia has worked with. First is Tile. Now, Tile are these little location tags that you can put on things and basically locate it with the Bluetooth on your phone. Some people put them on their keys. Some people will put it on a, you know, I don't know, whatever it is that you lose often, maybe a remote control. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have it. I don't want it. Don't care. But Tile has recently decided to work with Alicia. So what I would say to that is, dear Tile, why are you okay supporting a family like the Dougherty Dozen? You are co-signing the exploitation and blatant disregard that Alicia has for the safety of her children. Secondly, Lysol. I will throw the video right here. One of y'all sent it to me. I think it was on Facebook. And this was actually not even on Alicia's page. I think it was an ad, but if it wasn't, y'all will see. Lysol, why are you okay with supporting a family like the Doughertys? And this is shocking too, because Lysol, Tile, both of these companies are really big. And I've said for a long time, companies need to have someone who vets the influencers that they want to work with. Look into the content. Look into the people that you are about to pay a massive amount of money to push your product. And maybe they do and they just don't care. But the last company that has worked with her for a while is Real Good Foods. And she put up this thing on Instagram that says healthy, easy, and she spelled easy wrong with East, meals with Real Good Foods. They've just launched their General Tso's and orange chicken entrees on their website and in select Walmarts, blah, blah, blah. She puts down the calories and stuff. To be really honest, I guess for Alicia's standards, this is healthy and, you know, better than some of the stuff that she makes all the time, but it's frozen food. Let's not act like this is, you know, the very best. She's obviously hyping this up because it's a company that she's working with. So lastly, I would say, Real Good Foods, why are you okay with supporting Alicia Dougherty? The values of these companies suck. And if they know about Alicia and her presence and they're still okay sending her products just so that she can push them, then they're as bad as she is. They're all in cahoots together. None of them give a shit. And as long as they don't care, I'm going to keep talking about it. But I wanted to kind of talk about a few of these things. Just, you know, continued disregard. She doesn't care. It is so clear that she doesn't care. And she almost laughs at the fact that people are upset with her. And it's getting to that point where she's turning into, so quickly, she's turning into that like typical family vlogger who just says, oh, I have a bunch of haters, when it's actually people who care about her kids and her disregard for them, and the fact that she's putting a 14-year-old in a really revealing Halloween costume and posting it all over YouTube. These are things that should be talked about, and they are valid concerns, and that's why people have the same opinion about her. So either way, that's going to be the end of my rant for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.